Hi friends, let us understand the recent GST Appellate Tribunal first ruling, the Principal Bench, in case of the Sterling and Wilson Private Limited versus the Commissioner of Odisha and the Commissioner of CT GST and others. The Honorable GST Appellate Tribunal Principal Bench held that Section 74 invocation under Section 74 when the mismatch of GSTR 1 and the GSTR 3B without fraud is invocable, so it can't be invoked. Number one. Second, there are three important questions in the GST litigation that whether the mayor return mismatch between the GSTR 1 and the GSTR 3B can be invoked Section 74, and whether the appellate authorities have the power to redetermine the tax liability under Section 73, and third is the scope and the powers of the GST Appellate Tribunal in the second appeal. Now the three questions issues are before the Honorable GST Appellate Tribunal, and the first question is that whether the proceedings under Section 74 is sustainable when the fraud or the suppression of fact or misstatements or the evade to tax are absent. And second, whether the first appellate authority or the tribunal can themselves redetermine or recalculate the tax liability under Section 73, and whether the GST Appellate Tribunal had the jurisdiction to examine the question of facts in the second appeal. And the findings and the legal analysis of the GST Appellate Tribunal judgment or the decision is that Section 74 can't be invoked without the fraud. GST Appellate Tribunal is a final fact-finding authority. Appellate authority can't determine the tax liability under Section 73B, whether it is the first appellate authority or the second appellate authority. Protection of honest owners, honest taxpayers, and the natural justice. And as per this, the Honorable GST Appellate Tribunal has passed the orders that proceedings under Section 74 are not tenable, it's not sustainable. And second, the orders of the proper officer and the first appellate authority, insofar as they treated the case under Section 73, was set aside. Now the matter was remanded back to the proper officer for the fresh adjudication on the under Section 73, and the taxpayers was granted the liberty to amend the return, submit the reconciliation, and to be heard on the merits, and the no order as to the cost was passed. So to get more information related to GST litigation,